How was your weekend? My weekend was...
Breaking at this moment, Israel under fire from Iran.
It's just raining rockets with those sirens blaring out.
We do effectively have World War III in progress.
Oh, no! Not World War III! I'm still writing Iraq War on all my checks. But yes, the skies above Israel were lit up like a, I want to say Christmas tree, but that's probably not. For that area. Menorah. It's the moment society has dreaded since the armistice of 1945, finally upon us. As Einstein said, he doesn't know what weapons World War III will be fought with, but he knows the next ones will be fought with sticks and stones. This is Jon Stewart signing off. May God bless us and everyone. And let future civilizations know that we could not overcome our fatal nature.
In the end, there was almost no damage, as Israel, the U.S., and other allies shot down 99% of Iran's missiles and drones.
It wasn't World War III. I certainly regret doing this. Oh boy. Moment of panic, and I guess sort of a primitive instinct, but is that me? Did I? Art Garfunkel? No. But kudos to the United States and to Israel. It shows just how effective a military defense system can be when you funnel American dollars away from healthcare and education. It really helps to build And the best part is, we did it with no help. The two amigos, surrounded by hostile Arab nations, united in their zeal to destroy Israel.
Jordan's Air Force also intercepted and shot down dozens of drones that violated its airspace and were on their way to Israel.
And we've now learned that Saudi Arabia and the UAE provided real-time intelligence that helped track the incoming missiles.
What are the teams of these f***ing wars? Well, I don't even know the teams anymore. The Arab countries are helping Israel. I don't know what the teams are. We need to sort this out with jerseys or something. Because Iran could attack at any moment.
In a statement, Iran said it now considers the matter concluded.
Hey, did you hear that? We're good. We're good. We don't... By the way, he was delicious. Really? That's what got you? Anyway, we're going to be okay.
Israel has vowed it will respond to Iran.
All right, can I have a word with you, Middle East? Over here. Shalom Aleichem. Trying to cover all bases. Listen, I hope this doesn't sound patronizing, but when we in the West drew your region's borders and set you up with perfectly functioning dictatorships, we expected a little better. See, the agreement was we would make up a whole new bunch of countries, some of which made sense. And in return, you would give us your delicious oil. That was the deal. You give us your delicious oil, and we take it. We certainly didn't expect to get drawn into all the drama that our actions created. And now These wars have got us all turned around. At one point, we're helping Iraq fight Iran, and then we're invading Iraq, and now we're helping Iran fight ISIS, and then we're using ISIS to help fight Houthis that are backed by Iran. I mean, you know, in Gaza, we're actually bombing them and feeding them. How do you think that makes us feel? Oh, did you have a nice sandwich? Run! Oh, and apparently now there's two kinds of Islam? I mean, you could have told us that before we got into this. As I said earlier, arbitrarily gerrymandered your homelands, so do better. Keep that oil coming. And by the way, we got enough trouble keeping track of our own wars. Like this weekend, our former president and illustrious historian, Donald J. Trump, spoke near one of America's most hallowed battlefields. And if you thought Lincoln consecrated Gettysburg with his soaring rhetoric, well, buckle up.
Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow.
That is plagiarized almost directly from my 7th grade book report, Gettysburg, wow. I did not do well. Is that even my name back there? It was vicious and horrible and beautiful. Is he talking about a Civil War battle or a horse giving birth? Like, it was bloody, but it's life. Now, obviously, I'm not a Civil War buff, like. But unlike me, he even knows all the famous quotes.
I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. And the statement of Robert E. Lee, who's no longer in favor. Did you ever notice that? No longer in favor. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys.
It is true. The North did have the higher ground, but I'm pretty sure that Robert E. Lee was not a leprechaun. I never fight uphill, me boys. That's not how to take back the North's pot of gold. You can't be fighting uphill, me boys. Also, minor point, but I'm pretty sure Robert E. Lee would not have told them never fight uphill, since he's the one who told them to fight uphill. He wasn't like, there they go up the hill. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if they do that. They go up the hill. It was Longstreet actually told them don't go up the hill. But Robert E. Lee said, me boys will do what they want. Although, to be fair to former President Donald Trump, he does have a lot on his mind right now.
Now to breaking news. The first ever criminal trial involving a former president will soon get underway.
Oh, my God, Donald, don't run up that hill, me boy. Stay down. Stay down the hill, me boy. Stay down. Yes, after years of anticipation, the first criminal trial of a former president has begun. And by all accounts, it is absolutely riveting.
40 minutes ago, you wrote an observation that I was very surprised. Trump appears to be sleeping. His head keeps dropping down and his mouth goes slack. Tell us about that.
Well, Jake, he appeared to be asleep.
Hey, Jake. What part of head down, eyes closed, drool coming out of his mouth do you not get over here? He's snoring. He's doing the honk shoe. He's doing the me, 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 me. There's a piece of paper going up and down in his mouth. He's asleep. Imagine committing so many crimes, you get bored at your own trial. stuff. Now, in case you've lost track, this is the trial where Trump allegedly paid hush money to an adult film star that he slept with and then allegedly falsified business records to cover it up, or as Trump would put it.
This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America. And that's why I'm very proud to be here.
Well, it's true. Trump is always very proud to be part of any assault on America. Look, even if... Oh. Yes, Mr. Stewart, we agree. Look, even if the prosecution's a bit of a stretch, it's not persecution. The guy's not Nelson Mandela or Jesus.
I don't mind being Nelson Mandela because I'm doing it for a reason.
Trump also shared 2 articles that compared him to Jesus Christ. One was titled, quote, "The Crucifixion of Donald Trump."
Don't let him crucify me, boy!
Before we get into Trump's trial, let's be clear about which trial this is. Is it the classified documents trial? No. The January 6th trial? No. The Georgia RICO trial? No. The sexual assault defamation trial? No. The real estate trial? No. It's the porn money, hush, love, sex, music trial. This dude treats criminal charges like Pokemon. He's trying to catch them all. Now, to be clear, Trump is not on trial for sleeping with the porn star or paying her hush money. He's on trial because he allegedly falsified business documents to cover up the hush money, which could be construed as an unreported campaign expense. This is the most complicated plot a porn star has ever been involved in. So these last 2 days, they've been trying to pick jurors. And so far, they've chosen 6, but it's been a lot harder than they expected.
The first batch of 96 potential jurors was whittled down to just about a third by the end of Monday. This morning, several more were dismissed. One because she had a scheduling conflict, another wasn't feeling well.
A juror had a wedding to get to. Another individual said that they're concerned about their dog and was promptly dismissed because, like the other 65 million American households that own dogs, frankly, it's of course going to be at somebody's forefront of the mind.
So wait, people who think about their dogs too much get dismissed? A jury with no white people? How is that fair to Trump? Just have them bring the dogs to court. I see you bringing them damn dogs to every restaurant I go to anyway. Never stopped you before. Now, it's hard finding enough jurors who have the time to serve. But the real challenge is finding jurors who have never said anything bad about Trump.
Part of the day was spent examining prospective jurors' old social media posts about Trump while the former president looked on. One juror was dismissed for having posted, "Lock him up," and another for sharing an AI video in which Trump appeared to say, "I'm dumb as f***." Trump seemed to scowl at a 2016 meme showing photos of him and Barack Obama with the caption, "I don't think this is what they meant by orange is the new black."
Damn! Yo! This court is roasting Donald Trump! I thought this was a courthouse, not a high school cafeteria. He's got to be thinking, I thought my dick was on trial, not my self-esteem. Wouldn't it be funny if this is the first time Trump thought, like, if Trump just found out people think he's orange? He's like, hold on, you're telling me my skin is not a natural color? You're telling me your sheets don't look like fruit by the foot? Crazy. But if you think the jurors were trying to get out of this trial, that's nothing compared to the excuses Trump was coming up with.
Speaking outside the courtroom yesterday, Trump criticized the judge overseeing the case for not ruling on his request to pause the trial next month so he can attend his son's high school graduation ceremony.
It looks like the judge isn't going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial.
Trump returned to the issue later in the day, writing on Truth Social, "Who will explain for me, to my wonderful son Barron, that his dad will likely not be allowed to attend his graduation ceremony?"
You want someone to explain to your son for you why you can't be at his graduation? Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. Listen, no problem. I will do it. Hi, Barron. It's your Auntie Dulcé. Bad news, Bubba. Daddy can't come to your graduation because he banged a porn star.
New York City may be heavily Democratic, but former President Trump campaigned there anyway Tuesday, visiting a bodega after jury selection in his Manhattan hush money trial wrapped up for the day.
God bless you, man. Movie star. Thanks so much. Gonna be a movie star, huh?
Thank you.
Are you kidding me, Donald Trump? You're going to tell an immigrant father that his son should get into acting? What is wrong with you? As soon as you leave, the dad is going to be like, don't you listen to that crazy man. You're taking this store over when I die. By the way, if you're from New York, you know it killed all those guys to have Trump standing there in the store wasting everyone's time. That owner was 2 seconds from being like, hey, Donald, buy something or get the out. Now, I will say, I'm surprised Trump didn't hit up the lotto machine while he was there. Dude owes over $500 million in fines. Can you imagine owing so much money that you have to hit Powerball just to get back to zero? Now, as for the actual trial, this week is all about picking a jury. And it might seem impossible to find 12 New Yorkers with an unbiased opinion of Donald Trump, but they're actually making some progress.
This morning, 7 jurors are sworn in to hear the historic criminal case against Donald Trump. So far, there are 3 women and 4 men. The foreman's originally from Ireland and still has the accent.
Yeah, he better still have the accent. What's the point of telling me he's from Ireland if he doesn't have the accent? An Irishman with no accent is just a white dude in America. It's funny how the news can only point out someone's accent if they're white. You can be sure Wolf Blitzer's never going to be like, he's originally from China and he still got the accent. No, Wolf Blitzer, you're going to get canceled, friend. Canceled. And look, if you're going to be found guilty, you want to hear it in an Irish accent. It's so pleasant and charming. It's like, looks like you're training in a pay to get us for some toilet wine, me lad. I don't know why we look for me to do an Irish accent. It sounds crazy. Anyway, aside from Patty McGee, who else is on this jury?
It's an interesting cross-section of the kind of people in Manhattan, the jury of Donald Trump's peers.
There's an oncology nurse who said no one is above the law. A teacher from a family of police officers said President Trump speaks his mind. And a grandfather from Puerto Rico who called Trump fascinating and mysterious.
Fascinating and mysterious? He's not a Chanel fragrance. And this dude is the least mysterious person in life. He tells us everything he's thinking. I know the names of all the people he's had sex with. I heard the details of what his penis looks like. Like, the only mysterious thing about him is what animal they made his wig out of. Congress might finally be sending Ukraine that aid money they've been asking for, but it might cost Speaker Mike Johnson his job.
The Speaker of the House says he's taking a stand despite threats from within his own party that could cost him his job. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he will call a vote on funding for the war in Ukraine, saying this is not a game.
House conservatives railed against the plan.
You want him to resign? You want him to resign?
Yes. Yeah, I asked him to resign.
There's no other way to describe it. It's surrender. It's disappointing.
I'm very disappointed. The time for him to get out of office?
I need a little bit more time today, but it's not good.
Johnson arguing the stakes around the world are too high.
I'm doing here what I believe to be the right thing.
The point is, this Pinocchio-looking motherfucker job by his own party. All because he doesn't want Russia to take over Ukraine. And the one coming hardest for Speaker Boss Baby is Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I believe she'll get him fired because this lady has the strongest Karen energy I've ever seen.
We are angry, and people have had it. Speaker Johnson needs to resign.
People are not going to like any of this. They're going to be angry about it.
He is a damn fool. I am so pissed off about it because the American people are pissed off about it.
Damn. The last time I saw a white lady that pissed about a bill, she was getting kicked out of a Chili's. She's gonna get Mike Johnson fired, but she's definitely getting store credit for something. Then again, the House is all about having representation, and she certainly is representing all the moms out there who have assaulted a kid's soccer coach. The crazy thing is, if Capitol Hill Karen does get the speaker fired, that'll be the second time in 6 months. Republicans, if you're constantly firing speakers, maybe the problem is with you. Y'all can't even explain your position without sounding stupid. We're mad that he's working with both parties to pass bills. Ma'am, that's his damn job. For the past few days, the court has been struggling to find impartial jurors, and they finally found 12 magical New Yorkers with no conflicts or biases or dogs to take care of. But this morning, things got off to a rocky start.
Some breaking news to tell you about this morning in the Trump trial. One of the seated jurors has been excused.
This oncology nurse, this woman, came into the courtroom today and told the judge that she wanted to be dismissed because she was feeling that she wasn't going to be fair and impartial. She basically told the court that aspects of my identity have already been out there in the public. Yesterday alone, I had friends, colleagues, and family push things to my phone questioning my identity as a juror. And essentially because of that, the judge sort of reminded everyone that this needs to be an anonymous jury, that members of the media and elsewhere really cannot get into very detailed things about descriptions of these people.
He's talking about you. You're the media. This reporter just put her entire LinkedIn page on the screen. And then was like, people in the media need to stop doing this. You're the media. The call is coming from inside the newsroom, girl. That reporter gave fewer details than anybody. Look how they describe this juror on other news channels anonymously.
Juror number 2 is a nurse.
The young black woman, she's an oncology nurse at Memorial Sloan Kettering.
A native New Yorker who lives on the Upper East Side.
An oncology nurse who loves dogs.
Likes to walk her dog in the park.
She lives with her fiance.
She's not married, has no kids, and lives with her fiance who works in finance.
Yeah, I would have found this lady on Facebook in 5 seconds. It's 2024. That's enough information to track down anybody. I once found a guy based on the shape of a cloud in the background of his IG story. This is just so irresponsible. The media's basically out here playing guess who with this juror. They're like, we can report juror number 3 is a bald redhead with no facial hair.